It is a great joy and honor to come into your homes and your minds with a message of empowerment and enlightenment. This is Emmanuel Benson, a co-founder of the Eagle Mentality Group. At the Eagle Mentality Group, we teach and propagate information about the power of thought, universal laws and principles, and how these laws and our thoughts comes together to create our life circumstances or realities. All human beings are creating their own realities, be it individually or collectively. And so this is a universal truth that we have to become awakened to and work with it. Nothing is being done to you and nothing is being done for you on earth here as a human being, but you are here as an incarnation of God, creating your own realities through your choices or by the use of your mind. And so today I'm going to speak to you on the topic, you and the Father are one. The topic we are dealing today is actually, or what I've been speaking about the past 2 or 3 days, is to point to you, or is to lead you to discover the power that is in your individuality, who you are, and your relationship with God, that which we call God. And so you are as an individual, as an individual or as a human being, you are not separated from God, and God is not separated from you. You are one with God. And so today, I'm going to explain this, but I'm using the words of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ in his life, I think it is recorded in the book of the Gospel according to St. John, chapter 10, verse 30 or so, that I and the Father are one. And so it is, you and God are one, just as Jesus and the Father are one. But before we go on, I just want to take this opportunity to appeal to you to click on the subscribe button if you haven't done so, and subscribe to our channel, and also circulate this message in your network. Let us help one another by exposing ourselves to the truth such that we will co-create positively in our lives. If you have already done so, we just want to appreciate you, and we say we thank you for the good work you are doing. Let us keep on sharing and circulating the word. And so today we are looking at you and God, human being and God. Human beings are gods on earth here. And as a matter of fact, even before we go on, I just want you to pause and ask yourself, why are you called human being, a being? The goats, the trees, all the other creations are not referred to as beings, except you as a human being, we, all of us. And so when you look at this, you will come to the realization that we are gods because there is only one being, there is only one spirit. And that spirit is God, or energy, consciousness, and that is God. And also, since there is only one spirit, there is only one being, and the one that being is God. The devil is not a being, and therefore the devil cannot be a god. But you have been given the name or the tag as a human being. That is a being, God, in the human body, in the human form. And so you are God, but you are not separated from God. And as I explained yesterday and the day before yesterday and today I'm re-emphasizing that we are all gods and we form the body of God. God is the energy, the spirit that individualized himself into all things. And so God is the life-giving force. Without this force, there is nothing that can exist in this material world. And it is this force that is animating everything. But you as a human being, you've been elevated to another level, and that is by you have been given the power of thought. And with your right, the power of thought and your mind, you are given the right of choice. So you have the power to choose. But as you choose, you are co-creating with God, the higher self. And so you are in God, and God is in you. And whatever God is, you are. And whatever God has, you have. And so you and the Father are one. It's a statement that is related to all of us. And as a matter of fact, Jesus Christ, in his ministry on earth here, he made it categorically plain that he is not God, but it is the Father within him that is doing all that he has done. And then at a point, he prayed that he and God will be one. And Jesus and God being one, they will also be one with all of us. And it means Jesus Christ was demonstrating the principle of unity, the relationship between man and God. And so Jesus Christ never referred to himself as God, but he said he's the Son of Man, or the Son of Man, you see. And so all of us, and at a point he even stated that all these things I'm doing, you will even be able to do greater than this, because I am going to the Father. Because it means he is returning into the spiritual state, the non-physical state, to become one with the body of spirit. And since he is there, we are connected non-physically. And through that, if we allow this energy to flow through us, we will do greater and wonderful things ourselves, you see. And so Jesus Christ actually emphasized on the unity of man and God. You and God are one. And so the idea of separation, the idea that God lives somewhere and you are on earth here, God has deserted us on earth here because of our sin, is a little bit of misconception. As a matter of fact, God is the only life-giving force. And if God is the only life-giving force, there can never be a situation that God would desert this earth. And if God has not deserted his earth and this life-giving force is running through us, then it means God is with us and we are in God. You see, and so you and the Father are one. And this is what you have to start to begin to believe in, such that you take yourself as the center of power. And as I stated yesterday, the work we do here is to expose you to the power of your individuality. You are a God on earth here in the larger body of God. And if you don't have the ability to believe in yourself, if you don't have the ability to look at yourself at the center of your power, you will not have power from anywhere. All you will be doing is deception, or maybe the demonstration of ignorance, you see. And so you and God are one, just as Jesus and God are one. And all of us put together, we form the body of God. And so this is the time you have to become awakened to this. And I'm going to use this example. And I want you to think about it carefully. As I stated in one of my episodes, if God doesn't want you to use your mind to perform analysis, for you to discover, for you to receive knowledge and understanding from him, he wouldn't have given you a mind. Now, let us take all this, the body of water. The body of water in the universe or in this world is from one source. We have the sea, and then part of the earth is dry, that is the land. But as a matter of fact, the sea that we see has its origin under the earth that we under the dry land that we see. And so it is the water that is under the dry land that forms the sea. And it is the same water that spring out of the ground to form the rivers and the lakes. Every river has its source, and their source is from the ground. And so you will see that water, as it is, has only one source, and it is from the sea running down the dry land that we live on. And that is why we are able to drill down to the water level, then we bring it out to the surface for use, you see. But the one thing about all this thing is that whatever water that we have on the surface here, they travel to only one source. All rivers in this world, they travel to only one source, and that is into the sea. Whatever a river may belong, if you take Africa for instance, the river Nile, it travels all the way from the heart of Africa into the sea. Almost every river. And therefore, when all the waters are collected as a river, they run to the sea. But when they enter the sea doesn't normally show anything like it is overflowing its banks. This thing has been going on for ages. But the sea has never gone beyond its limits of land. And then we have the water that comes from the skies, that is the rain. Actually, it is the water on the ground that evaporates into the skies. And then it condenses and then comes back onto the earth as rain. It also flows into the rivers and then into the sea. So it is the same body that is manifesting itself in different form. That we say we have river, we have lake, we have water, this and that, you say. But they all forms the body of water. And that is what we call forms the body of water, you see. And so it is with all human beings. We have only one source. And all of us, we come here for a while. Then we return into where we came from. We dissolve into our natural state. You see, just as the river water dissolves, loses its nature, but takes up the nature of the sea. In the same way, right after you leave here, you leave your body, that part of you called your soul, yourself, your real self, dissolve itself into the larger non-physical world that we call God. And so you are not an object here. There is a force in you that is animating you. It is the same force that is animating everything. The mountains, the rivers, the wind, all the things that we see, they are whatever. It is this force that is animating itself, turning itself into different things. And you, the human being, you are the center of it, that you will think to co-create with this force in the way that will come to improve your life. And so if you look at the creation of God, there is no creation in the universe, in the world. Let me take it in the world that has the ability to improve itself, its life, except human beings. And so you are God. You are here to live as a God and to co-create with the higher forces in the world or in the universe for the betterment of yourself and humanity. And so you are here for a purpose. You are not here to die and to be punished one day, but you are here to co-create. You make your you make your choices. There is no punishment. There is nothing like punishment or curses. What we have is cause and effect. Actions and reactions are the same. So even if there is punishment, you are punishing yourself because everything is based on your choices. That is why we say you have a free will. A man or woman or a human being with a free will cannot be a victim to other things or forces' actions. You see, that is a contradiction. And so you are here. The only reason why you are here is to think into the mind of God and to become one. And so the encouragement to you right now, begin to change your beliefs, begin to change your perspective that God is somewhere that you have to pray. These apologetic prayers, this kind of incantations that we do and that under the cloud of fear, worry, anxiety, it's not necessary. Even if you are to do any incantation, if you are to do any affirmation, you need to find the right center of your being. That is, be in a good mood. You are connected with God. And when you uplift the presence of God within you, you will see that inspiration and all ideas begin to flow through you. And that is why you say you are co-creating with God. That is why you say you are one with God. So the oneness with God is your true nature. There is no separation. The separation is created by us as human beings for taking that belief. And therefore, the encouragement and empowerment to you is that you are a powerful human being. You are not here to beg. You are not here to be controlled by anything, but you are here to live your life and control yourself and control everything in your life. You will only be controlled only when you believe that you have to be controlled or you are controlled. And so you and the Father are one. And then I'll move on to the another segment of today's episode, and that is what we call service. What we call service. We don't serve God. You are not here to serve God. You are here to serve yourself. You are not here to serve God. You are here to serve yourself because you are God. God lives in you. And if you don't serve the God in you, you cannot serve the God outside you. That is a fact. If you don't serve the God within you, I repeat, you cannot serve the God outside you, for God is in you. And once again, my fellow Christians, I want to remind you, the Bible categorically states that you are the temple of God. And if the temple of God is you, that means you have to serve God in you as the real temple. And the way you serve God is what you think, how you think and feel. If you are in tune with God, God rises out of you and empower you and use you to do greater and beautiful things. That is when you say you are serving God. So this idea that we go to church or whatever to serve God is a human being's idea, but the true nature of you and why you are here is that to serve yourself. And when you serve yourself, you become one with God, and God uses you to serve others. You see, and the services you are doing to yourself is to think good, is to think positively, and live in alignment with God. That is the true service to God. And then you allow God to overflow, to flow through you. And then you begin to manifest greater and beautiful things for the betterment of your life and your fellow human beings, you see. And so the idea of service is not that we are here to serve God. We are here to serve ourselves, just as we pray to ourselves. For God is in us. God is in all human beings. And therefore, whatever you are doing, whatever you are thinking and feeling in you is what you will manifest in your outer world. You see? And so, let us now wake up. Let us now rise up and take our rightful place in the universe. You are created and born as a powerful human being. You see, and so as I have always been doing, now I want to mirror this to Africa. Africa is my focus. The work we do here at Eagle Mentality is to bring this empowerment, emancipation, mental emancipation to our fellow Africans. You say, you are here as a human being, as an African, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are. You are here as a God, and you and God are one. And if you and God are one, then you have to allow God to flow through you. And whoever God is flowing through, him or her, receive ideas, receive inspirations, and you do wonders. This oneness and this thing that we say we are praying that God is doing, that is not what God brought us here to do. But God is seeking expression out of you. God is seeking self-expression out of you. And if you allow God, that is you becoming one with God, God will use you to do greater things. Bill Gates and all the great people, Steve Jobs and all the great people that have given the world beautiful things that today we see that has come to improve our lives. They became one with God. And God used them to bless humanity, to move humanity forward. You as an African, wherever you find yourself, whether you are educated or non-educated, whether you are born to a poor family or a rich family, whatever tribe you think you are not denied of this right. It is your divine right. But you must come to the understanding and the belief that you are one with God. You must always be one with God. And the only way you will be one with God is to control your thinking. Let your emotion be your guidance. And know that negative feeling is an indication of negative thinking. And therefore, you are separating yourself from God. Correct yourself and begin to think about anything that you can put your mind on to bring yourself back to where you were supposed to be. And that is the unity of man. And when man and God merges, they perform wonders. That is why we say there is manifestation of the goodness of God through your life. That is the inspiration. That is the empowerment. You are born and you're created and born beautiful, powerful as a God. Therefore, take up your rightful place in the universe. That is a fact. And so you will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. This is the time that we have to wake up to take up our rightful place in the universe. You are a creator by default. You are a creator as an African, but now you have to create deliberately. You are created and born as the incarnation of God, just like any other human being. Therefore, you have the power and an ability to do anything just like any other human being. Now, we have to rise up to do our contribution to the humanity. And that is the time. And this is the time for you to come to the realization that you and God, you and that we call God, are one. And when this oneness is established, you will move mountains, and that mountain will be a miracle for all human beings to celebrate. That is my message for you. You will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Now, may I take this opportunity once again to remind you, please click on the subscribe button and let us circulate these messages. Let us bring the message of empowerment and enlightenment to our homes, our towns, our streets, such that as we work on ourselves and become one with God, just as Jesus was one with God, we'll bring the beauty and the glory of God in our lives, in our towns, in our cities, in our communities, in our countries, and even in the whole world, so that the whole world will be a better place, a beautiful and a wonderful place that we have co-created with our higher self. Thank you, and God bless you.